actors and artists and celebrities and politicians. It's like everybody's at Quincy's house. It's like The Wiz without the costume.
All right, I open the door to Duane's dressing room, and that's when I see Duane and having anal with Will.
He set up rings in Hollywood. And the people that he brought in, if y'all tell me if I'm lying, Quincy Jones brought in Fresh Prince.
Discussing the recent revelations surrounding Will Smith's personal life requires a delicate approach. Smith, long silent on the matter, has finally addressed the claims made by his former assistant regarding an alleged affair with Duane Martin. Furthermore, insiders have suggested that Quincy Jones, a prominent figure in Hollywood, introduced Smith to a clandestine world of secret gay rituals. Numerous individuals have stepped forward, sharing similar stories and asserting that Quincy possibly groomed Smith before casting him in the iconic Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Fans are now speculating about the impact of these revelations on the marriage of Will and Jada Pinkett Smith. Some suggest that Jada's knowledge of Smith's secrets is a pivotal factor preventing their divorce. However, the crux of the matter lies in Smith's response to these allegations. What exactly did he say about the claims? And what is the genuine truth behind his relationship with Quincy Jones? Let's delve into the details. The narrative takes a more explicit turn as it describes a specific incident involving a couch, with Smith allegedly in a compromising position with Duane Martin. Smith, long hounded by speculations about his sexuality, has chosen to confront these rumors head-on. His decision to speak out comes in the wake of Bilal, his former assistant's brother, making headlines with assertions about witnessing Smith with his rumored lover. Parallelly, reports have emerged suggesting that Quincy Jones initiated Smith into the world of secretive gay parties within the Hollywood elite, where emerging talents are purportedly required to perform for industry executives. It is crucial to provide context to Smith's association with Jones. They first crossed paths at one of Jones's house parties when Smith was around 19 or 20, an encounter that Smith later credited with salvaging his career. After facing financial struggles in the late 1980s, including a significant debt to the IRS, Smith's fortunes changed when he attended one of Quincy's industry parties. Benny Medina, implicated in subsequent controversies, introduced Smith to Quincy, leading to the conceptualization of the Fresh Prince sitcom. Despite the success that followed, rumors persist that Quincy, known as a gatekeeper in Hollywood, may have made additional demands during Smith's audition.
When Tupac came to Hollywood, it was the homosexual ritual. This is where the homosexuals came out against it, but I didn't mind. I wasn't talking about homosexuals. I'm saying there's a homosexual ritual that they go through in the Illuminati secret societies. And it is. Tupac said he was asked by Quincy Jones him in the ass. When Tupac said no, that's when Tupac was marked for death. Why? Because Tupac was engaged to Quincy Jones's daughter. Quincy Jones's daughter's best friend was Aaliyah. Aaliyah was engaged to Dame Dash. Now, if y'all follow these people back, all of them either died or was brought to ruin.
Speculations stem from long-standing rumors about Quincy hosting secret parties, where aspiring talents are subjected to the whims of older executives. Recent reports about Quincy's alleged advances on Tevin Campbell and Tupac Shakur further fuel these speculations. Campbell, who publicly came out as gay in 2022, denies Quincy's advances. Yet the shadow of Quincy's actions looms, with reports suggesting similar incidents involving Tupac, who supposedly rejected
I think the thing that raised some eyebrows with people is when I dropped the information about Quincy Jones. All right, let the chips fall wherever they fall.
That's right.
This dude was one of the ones responsible. He had a magazine financed by Warner Brothers and the rest of them. He set up sex rings in Hollywood. And the people that he brought in, if y'all tell me if I'm lying, Quincy Jones brought in Fresh Prince. And his first movie was what? 6 Degrees of Separation.
While certain segments of this conversation can be accessed on the internet, a substantial portion remains undisclosed. The dialogue extended beyond 2 hours, yet Angie chose to broadcast merely 12 minutes. In response to Billboard magazine's inquiry about the withheld content, Angie expressed concerns that Tupac's remarks could have exacerbated the already tense East Coast versus West Coast feud. However, during that period, Tupac delved into more than just his grievances with the East Coast. Allegedly, he made startling accusations against Quincy Jones, a facet of the interview that surfaced posthumously only to be swiftly suppressed once more. Those who vividly recall the initial leak assert hearing Tupac explicitly severing ties with Quincy after an alleged inappropriate request. Among the voices attesting to this claim is Professor Griff, a former member of Public Enemy. He contended that Quincy orchestrated eliminations to safeguard his clandestine activities, insinuating the coercion of young male entertainers into participating in rituals. Griff even hinted that Will Smith was among those coerced, citing his role in 6 Degrees of Separation as evidence. This brings us to the conjectures surrounding Will Smith and Duane Martin. Their close association burgeoned after Duane's appearance on an episode of The Fresh Prince. Over time, speculation emerged about a shift in the nature of their relationship. In 2012, Star Magazine released an exclusive report suggesting that Duane played a role in driving a wedge between Will and Jada, alleging a romantic dinner in Trinidad and claiming Jada felt neglected.
And then I saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Duane Martin. So, all right, I open the door to Duane's dressing room, and that's when I see Duane and having anal with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Duane was standing up, killing him. Murder. It was murder in there.
Fast forward to 2018, and Duane's wife, Tisha Campbell, filed for divorce. 2 years later, Tisha alluded to Jada's entanglement with August Alsina, indirectly corroborating something amiss between Will and Duane. Tisha's Instagram post cryptically hinted at the inevitability of the truth surfacing, emphasizing the public's eventual disbelief in their narratives. Adding to the intrigue, Will's former assistant Brother Bilal dropped a bombshell in a recent interview with Tasha K, asserting that he personally witnessed Will and Duane engaged in an intimate act. It appears that Bel-Air's interview had a profound impact on Will, as on the very same day, a representative for Will released a statement to TMZ, vehemently denying the authenticity of the story and categorically dismissing the allegations. Simultaneously, another source in close proximity to Will informed TMZ that legal action against Bel-Air is under consideration. Many fans find it peculiar that Will deemed it necessary to issue an official statement, considering that Bel-Air did not accuse him of any criminal activity, leading some to perceive Will's reaction as excessive. Regardless, the consensus among most fans is that it is not Bel-Air's prerogative to disclose details about Will. Nevertheless, there is a prevailing sentiment that this revelation sheds light on the dynamics of Will and Jada's marriage. As long as he is not holding anyone hostage to keep his sexuality secret, then who cares? Remarked one. However, concerns arise if Will's denial is masking a situation where he is living a falsehood, causing distress to his wife or others. The sentiment is summarized by a fan who stated, "If he was living a lie that was causing his wife or anyone to act out and seem crazy because he couldn't face the truth about himself, that would be a problem for me." Turning to Quincy, numerous fans express belief in the allegations surrounding his purported gay ritual parties. Speculations arise about Quincy's past reluctance to associate with Black women, with one person suggesting it might be due to their unwillingness to tolerate nonsense. Another individual recalls hearing an audio recording of Tupac making similar claims about Quincy a decade ago. Quincy's role as a key figure in the Black music industry is underscored, with assertions that those at the pinnacle achieved their status through participation in his gatherings. The discussion extends to figures like Dre, inviting opinions on the rumored parties associated with Quincy. Now, the spotlight shifts to the audience. What are your thoughts on the rumors surrounding Quincy's parties? And how do you perceive Will's decision to release a statement denying any involvement with Duane Martin? Share your comments below and stay tuned for the upcoming story.